Kathy and I spent a week here on Grand Cayman Island in February 2023. It's a small island, only 22 miles long. We stayed in the quiet West Bay area. Kathy found a nice, reasonable AirBnB. It had everything we needed, including a kitchen. Now let's talk about the good and the bad on this trip. Starting with the food. We found some good spots like Heritage Kitchen and 7 Mile Burger. Peppers had live music, and Coccoloba is a fine dining discovery right on the beach. And for lunch, the hot table here at the supermarket is surprisingly good. On the bad side, there's the exchange rate. The Canadian dollar is worth, this is what it's worth. It is one of the richest islands in the world. Cycling I'd also have to put in the bad column. In this part of the island, it's just too busy. It doesn't look like fun. And the same with the rideshare scooters from Bird. On the good side, we rented a car from Rodney's and drove all over the island, on the left. The sunsets also belong firmly in the good column. The best place to be at 6 o'clock every night was on the beach. Speaking of beaches, this one on the north side is hard to get to, but you'll hardly see a soul there. Maybe a horse or two. Now let's get to the best thing about this trip, the snorkeling. Not all snorkeling, mind you. You need calm weather and the right beach. As you can see here at Cemetery Beach, both me and the fish are getting pushed around a fair bit. But we had better luck down the way at Seafire Beach. Here, the reef is close to shore in shallow water, so you can easily see lots of fish, like these yellow-striped goatfish. And these are young gray angelfish. Just like in people, the gray comes with age. The next day took us to Smith's Barcadere, a beautiful beach where you could easily spend the whole day. And the snorkeling wasn't bad. But we heard you could see turtles at Spott's Beach, so we headed over. They're known to feed here, but not that day, so we had to settle for this giant lobster. Stay tuned though, we're getting to the good stuff. Next we drove to Starfish Point on the far side of the island. True to its name, there are quite a few starfish to see. I touched one, but picking them up out of the water can kill them, so just look. This was a surprise. It's called an upside-down jellyfish, so named because they spend a lot of their time upside down on the bottom. So you might want to watch where you step. Their sting is not severe, but apparently can be quite itchy. The next day, we finally had our best snorkeling here at Eden Rock. The reef is located about 150 meters offshore, near the cruise ship port. The water is deep and a flotation vest is recommended, so rent one and any other gear you need from Mario. He's a nice guy. This little guy is a blue-headed wrasse. Hey buddy, which way to the reef? Well, you just keep swimming toward the cruise ships and finally all is revealed. We've never snorkeled on such a massive reef. There's so much to see and the scope is really hard to capture on camera. This is called an ocean triggerfish. He's just learning how to swim. This one makes up for that tiny tail with a lot of enthusiasm. This is called a stoplight parrotfish. You can get the males in green. And I think this is a school of blue chromis. Thanks for the names, Google. Those big guys down there are tarpon, which is a popular game fish. And there, almost out of camera range, is a beautiful spotted eagle ray. From Eden Rock, it's a short swim over to Devil's Grotto. What's with all the bubbles? Well, that's scuba divers swimming right underneath the reef. Boy, I really wanted to get in on that. All too soon, it's time to make the long swim back to shore. Time for dinner on the beach, and of course, the sunset. Thanks for watching. See you next time.